Hello, good evening. Good, how are you?
They have your folder over here.
Oh, we're moving? Okay.
The musical chairs here.
Is Bird coming? No. Oh, it's just us then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then we could probably get started. Okay, good evening. We're going to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the City of Montebello's Planning Commission. Today is Tuesday, April 18th. And we'll get started through the agenda. If we can get a roll call.
Sure thing. Good evening, Commissioners. I'll go ahead and take roll call. Before I do that, I would like to welcome our newest member of the Commission, Commissioner Armando Medina. Welcome aboard. This will be your first meeting, so I'll go ahead and take roll call now. Chair Cuevas?
Here.
Commissioner Lomelli?
Present?
Commissioner Medina?
Here.
Perfect. We have a quorum.
Great, thank you. The next item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. If we can all rise and face the flag. All right, ready?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know in the past, the tradition was to ask a commissioner to lead the Pledge of Allegiance, but I find it easier just to do it myself. Hopefully, that's not a problem.
That's at your pleasure.
Thank you. All right, so the next item on the agenda is the, are there any corrections to the agenda?
There are no corrections to the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Great, the next item then is the public comments paragraph there for the public.
Yes. I'll go ahead and, so at this time, the general public may address the Planning Commission on any items that are listed on tonight's agenda, including non-agenda items or items that are not listed on the agenda that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Commission. Please be aware that the maximum time allotted for members of the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes per person. State law prohibits the Planning Commission from taking action or entertaining extended discussion on a topic not listed on the agenda on tonight's meeting. So please show courtesy to others and direct all comments to the chairperson of the Planning Commission. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Are there any staff communications?
There are no staff communications tonight.
All right, great. So I just want to add and welcome Mr. Medina to the commission. I've known Mr. Medina for a few years back, and I know you're going to do great things here, and thank you for your service.
I really appreciate it, Victor. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is the meeting minutes from the March 21, 2023. Are there any comments as, I don't know if we can just vote with the two of us, or can Armando vote, or?
No, he has to abstain because he wasn't present.
Maybe we direct to the city attorney, dude.
Are you asking if we could vote on it since he was absent for the March 31st meeting?
So this would be, this would
yeah,
be the commissioner's
ha-
first meeting, so it
Okay, it
was
would have to be an abstention then.
abstention. Okay.
Well, the
We could do it at the
majority,
next meeting.
will the majority still work? I think it does, right?
Yeah, I think we have a quorum. It's just a matter of the vote would be two votes, which would, I believe, be a majority in this case, correct?
Well, there's a vacancy. Yeah, if we have a quorum, and we could have a motion to adopt the minutes.
Okay, thank you.
In that case, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the minutes from March 21st, 2023.
Thank you, Commissioner Lomelli, and I'll second that motion.
I'll go ahead and take roll call. Chair Cuevas,
Aye.
Commissioner Lomelli,
Aye.
and we have an abstention from Commissioner Medina, so that is approved. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So the next item on the agenda is the public hearing.
Thank you. Item 2 on tonight's agenda relates to a proposed conditional use permit to allow the operation of an arcade within the existing Shops at Montebello Shopping Center located at 2134 Montebello Town Center. Daniel Ruiz, who's part of our planning team, will be providing a presentation on this item, and I believe the applicant is present.
Do we have to open the public
Yes,
hearing?
we would.
Okay,
be-
so I'll go ahead and open the public hearing.
Are we good to go now? Or does it need to be put up on the screen? There it goes. Thank you. Alrighty. Good evening, Chair, members of the Planning Commission, and the public. Tonight, I will be presenting case number PC-2023-0001-CUP for a conditional use permit application which will allow Claudaddy Enterprises LLC to establish an amusement arcade within an existing tenant space within the Shops at Montebello Regional Shopping Center located at 2134 Montebello Town Center Drive. Next slide, please. The site plan reflected here of the Shops at Montebello shows where the proposed Claudaddy Arcade will be located within the grander scheme of the mall if approved. The red arrow shows the location of the 1,076 square foot tenant space within which Claudaddy Enterprises seeks to establish its arcade and is located adjacent to the Macy's department store. The building area of the larger mall is developed with over 900,000 square feet of building area, including the anchor tenants. As a part of this proposal, the applicant is not proposing any construction, demolition, or other significant alterations or improvements of the vacant tenant space. The changes that are foreseen include painting the interior walls and updating electrical fixtures to accommodate the 23 arcade machines or amusement games that are anticipated to be installed at the site. Next slide, please. 2134 Montebello Town Center Drive falls under the C2 PD zone, which is a general commercial with the planned development district overlay, and is surrounded by the Pomona Freeway to the north, as well as by other commercially zoned properties to the east and west. To the south, the project site is surrounded by residentially zoned properties, more specifically by the Metro Heights planned development. The immediate surrounding land uses are designated general commercial and low and high density residential, which is mostly compatible with the proposed arcade use. It is not anticipated that this specific proposal will have an adverse impact on adjacent or abutting properties. Next slide, please. The map shown here further illustrates the zoning of the project site and the immediate vicinity. Considering the size of the shopping center and of the proposed arcade, it is anticipated that the use can be properly integrated without posing significant impacts on the surrounding land uses and community. Next slide, please. Regarding the environmental review, this proposal is considered a project per the California Environmental Quality Act CEQA definition. The project is considered a Class 1 categorical exemption under CEQA Section 15301, which consists of the operation, repair, maintenance, permitting, leasing, licensing, or minor alteration of existing public or private structures, facilities, mechanical equipment, or topographical features involving negligible or no expansion of use. The proposed project meets all the conditions required to be classified as a Class 1 CEQA exemption. Next slide, please. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt Resolution Number 03-23, approving conditional use permit case number PC-2023-0001-CUP to allow the establishment of an amusement arcade for the property located at 2134 Montebello Town Center Drive. Additionally, staff recommends that the Planning Commission determine that the project is exempt from CEQA pursuant to CEQA's guidelines section 15301. Thank you. This concludes my presentation. I am available for questions or comments, as is the representative for the proposed project, Robert Pollard.
Thank you. Are there any questions for staff? No? I have a question. Is an amusement arcade something that is a standard type of use throughout the city that requires a conditional use permit? Is that why they're applying for one tonight?
Yeah, per the Montebello Municipal Code, our appendix of uses at the end, an amusement arcade does require a conditional use permit in the zone.
Okay, thank you.
And if I may add, there was a public hearing notice that was sent out to the 300-foot radius, and we did not receive any comments, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
Thank you. Commissioners, are there any other questions? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
Is the applicant here tonight and wishing to address the commission? Good evening.
I'm just available for any questions that you may have.
Can I ask that you state your name for the record, please?
Sorry about that. Robert Pollard, owner and operator of Claudaddy Enterprises, LLC. I had something written up, but I'm horrible with speeches. I just wanted to say thank you, Daniel, for answering all the questions. I know that it's been a long process. I've bombarded you with emails and calls and visits. Thank you for just explaining everything at an elementary level and making everything just easy. Appreciate that. I've called the east side of Los Angeles home for the last 20 years. My wife was born in Boyle Heights, where we currently raise our children. For the last 15 years, I've worked in television, bringing entertainment to families on channels such as National Geographic Channel, Disney Channel, Disney Plus, Discovery Channel, and Hulu. My family resides in the neighboring community of Boyle Heights, and we call the Shops at Montebello our local mall. As a family, we felt the need to fill a void in the entertainment space and provide the east side of Los Angeles with an inclusive, fun, family-oriented arcade for our children, teens, young adults, grandparents that want to take their grandkids out to the mall and play some games. Ultimately, just a safe space where kids can just have fun and play claw machine games and win plushies and just be kids and interact. It's been a tumultuous last 24 months where interaction hasn't really been there, and I think that there is a growing drive to want to get back around people, interact, play games, just have fun. That's kind of the catalyst for the creation of this. Plus, selfishly, we just like claw machines. We are a minority-owned business, family-ran business, no outside funding, which aims to provide children, teens, adults with a source of entertainment in the form of a Japanese-style arcade specializing in claw machines and instant prize merchandising gaming machines. Being half Japanese and a mother of a Japanese immigrant, I spent my summer months as a child visiting the other half of my family in Tokyo, and I've always had an affinity for wanting to own an arcade eventually. It's just kind of a crazy dream of ours. We're members of the Montebello Chamber of Commerce and plan to be active within the community as business owners. We aim to designate certain days of the month to partner with local organizations such as the Scouts, youth athletics, academic groups, providing fundraising opportunities to help achieve certain goals that they might have, just, a fundraiser night, if you will. There's also rumblings of a youth conference organization being worked out and formed. And if at all possible, we would like to, help that group when it's, finalized and established. And And I think that, another way that we can kind of impact the community in a positive way is just the pipeline of plush and toys and games that we'll have. So having, just these awesome turnouts for toy drives around the holidays and whatnot, I hope that we can be included in some of those discussions as well, because, we have an abundance of plush and toys. Another thing that, I wanted to address was safety. Obviously, during all hours of operation, we'll have full-time staff at our establishment, more than likely my wife and I, given that we are a small business. And we'll ask that, children, we haven't worked out the specific rules yet, but ideally, like children under 15 years or younger are accompanied with like a guardian or adult or grandma, grandpa, what have you. In closing, I mean, we just want to have a fun place in the mall. The current location where we're currently leasing, we've been leasing it since February, so we've been on the hook for rent and not been operational for a few months, which is it's a little taxing as a small business. However, it's in a great location. It's on the second floor, right next to Macy's home, as the slide pointed out, right across the way from the children's play area, and it's in a really great spot in the mall that I think will attract a lot of our kids and teens and just give them something fun to do inside the mall. Like I've mentioned, we've already invested heavily in this dream of ours, and we're committed to fulfilling this dream. And we've leased the space since February while going through the CUP process. And we ask that you guys grant us approval so that we can continue taking the next steps towards accomplishing our dreams. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, you can contact me. I can leave my information. We're an open book. We're just right down the street in Boyle Heights. And just thank you for your time tonight. And any questions?
Sounds like fun.
Well,
First, thank you for, investing in our community. Thank you for the plan to entertain our kids and, of course, immersing yourself in the Montebello family. So good luck to you. Any other questions for the applicant?
I guess I have more a question and a comment. As a parent of two small kids, I welcome this business. But I also wonder if, as part of this business, since you're catering to children of multiple ages, I'm wondering if as part of this development, you'll make a portion of it accessible to kids with disabilities.
Oh, absolutely. I have a son that is on the spectrum as well. And like I said, when I say an inclusive atmosphere, that's exactly what I mean. It's inclusive to everyone. While we've been preparing the space, in the mornings, you kind of see some of the folks there with disabilities getting their laps in, and we've kind of, chatted with them as they've walked around. So absolutely, like Claudette Arcades is a place where everybody can come. It's a safe space for anyone. And if there are more specifics that you kind of want to get into, maybe we can sidebar about that and make a plan, or maybe incorporate some type of fundraising night. Like as my wife and I were kind of chatting about it, we were trying to designate either Tuesdays or Wednesdays in that month to have a fundraiser night. And then a portion of the profits raised during, say, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. or whatever it is would go towards that organization, just like as you would like a Shakey's night or, any kind of a fundraising night. So absolutely, yes, I welcome anyone into our establishment, and it's a safe space for everyone to come have fun and play games.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? No? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll close the public hearing. Are there any comments from the commissioners? Anything you want to discuss or further, elaborate amongst us before we take a position on this?
I'm just excited to see an arcade come back to the mall. I mean, I used to enjoy it when I was in high school, like a place where every teenager would go.
I thought you were in high school.
Hang out. No, but yeah, I'm very excited for this to come forth to the town center, so.
Great, thank you. Can we entertain a motion on this request?
Yes, on that note, I will go ahead and make a motion to approve conditional use permit, case number PC 2023-001-CUP, with recommendations 1 and 2.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right,
Take a roll.
please.
Sure thing. Chair Cuevas?
Aye.
Commissioner Lomelli?
Aye.
Commissioner Medina?
Aye.
Item 2 is approved. Thank you.
Congratulations. And good luck to you. Thank you. Okay, moving on to the next item. Planning Commission orals? No, none? Okay. So I guess the next item on the agenda is adjournment of this meeting. Oh, that was quick.
That was quick.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll adjourn.
If I may, we do have a couple swag bags we want to share. During the onboarding, Commissioner Medina received one, so we wanted to make sure the commission as a whole received the.
You trying to
same,
impress
yeah.
him? Nice, very nice, all right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, this is cool.
In here, I did include basically all the meetings for the rest of the year.
Oh, okay, like a schedule? Okay, cool, thank you. Appreciate that.
To you, and then I owe you the portfolio.
I was just saying, seeing the government at work where people were. It's nice seeing that.
It's quick, I get to go home and have dinner.
Yes, it's go home and make dinner.
Oh, exactly. I was telling Daniel, I went to.
Live here on 80th Street.
Have a good evening, you guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. They won't blur you really good. Okay, thank you very much, Monica. Have a good one, you too. Have a good rest of your week.
But I live right here on 18th Street.